I wrote kind of like a real sad sack, tear in your beer, down tempo country song. And I played it for my husband, who's kind of like my test audience. I'll be like, "What do you think of this one?" And he listens and he goes, it's really sad. But before he even said that, he goes, Tom T. Hall once said that every song should have just some glimmer of hope, even if it's a sad song. But I thought he really had a point. So when I went into the studio with my producers, I collected a bunch of songs that I felt like had that balance of like danceable or something up about them, something hopeful or energetic, but were sad in lyrical content. So I took it into the studio, and the guys were into it, and we channeled it, and we got Old Familiar Way. And I kind of say like it's the sound of the record is similar in general to Old Familiar Way, and it's really like, well, what if the Rolling Stones and Waylon Jennings had like a band together? That's
Yes.
that's kind of what I envision the sound as.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's cool that you're kind of fusing essentially two genres. It feels
Mm-hmm.
like with a little bit, bringing in that Waylon and staying true to some rock roots a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I'd say it's like authentic. So my mom and dad met auditioning for a house band in Houston, and like my dad is the rock and roll and my
Yeah,
mom is the country. So I think it's like the genuine expression of most of what I grew up with, my
fair,
influences.
fair. That's really cool. So, Old Familiar Way, that's the current single that's out, and then you said you'll have a new single dropping. I'm guessing probably towards the end of the month.
Yeah, towards the end of the month. Yeah.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Are you going to do just two singles leading up to the album, or will you squeeze out a third one before the album?
We decided to keep it with two. We've got so many like irons in the fire behind the scenes. I'm working with such a wonderful PR team.
Mhm.
And so because there's so much like little stuff going on behind the scenes, I was like, okay, let's not get out over our skis.
Yeah,
Let's like focus on, a couple of really awesome singles, really put our heart into promoting those. And then we're also working on a tour.
nice.
We're working on some live video as well. So all that's kind of happening behind the scenes, and it's like I was like, let's narrow it in. But
Yeah.
I am confident in. There's a couple of songs on the record that I'm confident are, you know, in that single realm, and I
Mhm.
might push those a little bit more once the record's out.
Oh yeah, for sure.